The biggest question on investors' minds right now is which trends from the last 2 years will hold and which were one-time booms. In the case of pets, let's hope it's permanent. Let's talk with the PetMed CEO joining us this afternoon, Matt Hulett. Hey, where'd the dog go, Matt? We welcome furry guests on the network here. Thanks for joining us.
He's sleeping down here, but we'll bring him on next time.
Okay, cute pup. All right, so welcome to the show. Thanks for being here. Tell us about the status of your business right now this year. Your stock is little changed at a time where investors have been bailing out of companies across the spectrum, but particularly those they view as being one-time beneficiaries of COVID. Is that you?
No, that's not us. And I'm relatively new in the seat as CEO. I've been CEO for about 5 months, and the business has been around for 26 years. And I would say that really we didn't see that COVID bump. The business really has been kind of a low grower, but a consistently grower, good dividend yield. But really, I was brought on to grow the business. And I think the world's definitely changed since COVID. And now consumers have a taste of that digital pull forward experience, prescriptions, telemedicine, and all that's going to be a net beneficiary for businesses like ours.
So these growth rates over the last couple quarters here, we did see contraction in the top line, but there was positivity throughout 2020. Prior to that, to your point, the stock did suffer as there was low growth or contracting growth prior to COVID. So the big question here is, how do you grow it, and how do you do it when there are more online pet competitors than ever?
Yeah, and I've spent my career really transforming companies, and this company has great assets, has a pristine balance sheet, over $100 million in cash, no debt, and super loyal customers. Over 90% of our customers are loyal, and they're becoming recurring customers. So it's 25% of our business now is subscription. So a lot of assets to work with, and actually we did a survey, 55% of pet parents now, when we surveyed them, know the brand. So with a great brand and a pristine balance sheet, we could put some capital to work and start growing this business.
Where does the capital go to work? Do you spend it on marketing right now? Is it firstly about propping up and keeping that main online pharmacy business the dominating force in that market? Is it about spending firstly on the existing PetMed model?
A couple things. I think it's chewing gum and walking at the same time. It's investing in marketing efficiently, which we have some work to do, but really going after new customers. I mean, the biggest cohort of customers in the pet space, it's a $100 billion pet space and a $10 billion medication market. The biggest cohort is millennials. So we're going to go after new customer segments. And then we're also looking at investments in partnerships. We're really fascinated how deep we can go as being a pet health expert. So think about telemedicine, think about wellness, all these things you can do digitally now. We're really primed to be that brand to deliver that experience to consumers.
Interesting. The partnership side and the telehealth side, you can see how those fit together. Are there other verticals of pet products or services that you see as being part of this growth strategy?
Yeah, and really prescriptions are our kind of proverbial at the milk of the back of the store. Customers come to us today because they want prescriptions. We've done really not a great job of selling them other things. So we're definitely hearing from customers about services, whether it's physician, telemedicine, insurance, but also broader SKUs that we can provide, prescription food and other types of products. So we're going to go deep across all of those.
And looking at how that makes its way into the bottom line, should investors be expecting a focus on top line, revenue growth? Is this going to come at any cost to profitability with the spending that's going to be involved?
I actually think most of the costs will be around variable marketing, and we're going to be pretty measured about it. We're changing much of our metrics to focus more on LTV to CAC than ROAS and deploying capital over a longer period of time because we have a subscription business. There might be a bit of investment in variable marketing, but we'll have kind of a measured approach to revenue while not killing the bottom line.
Right now, the word you've used with analysts is transitional. What does the time period look like? What is this time frame? If we're buying the stock today, obviously, generally, you want people to hold for a long time period, but looking at the benchmarks and the way we kind of measure how this process is going, what should we be looking for, and what timeline do you expect to see some of the fruits of the labor here?
Yeah, and I get this question a lot. In my previous role, I sold a company called Rosetta Stone,
Yes.
and taking that business from a CD-ROM business to a digital business. I felt like that was like the triple Lutz of turnarounds. And so this is going to be much easier. And that turnaround took maybe about a year and a half. I think we're looking at a several quarter kind of turnaround. I'm about 5 months into the seat. And I would say that the investors should start seeing better year-over-year comps soon, and then some moves in the market to do more aggressive capital allocation around partnerships or possibly M&A. So give it 3 quarters total.
Okay. And Matt, those customers that got new pets over the last year and a half, how do you keep them locked in? If they've ordered from PetMed, what do you use right now to make sure that they stay with you as early or in many cases first-time pet owners?
Yeah, that's one of the interesting things I loved about this business when I started. One is the customer experience when you come into our facility isn't just a hollow customer service experience. The integration between the vet, the pharmacy that we have, and the customer is really tightly ingrained. Our NPS is over 80, our Net Promoter Score, and our customer base is extremely loyal because if you think about it, this is a high replenishment, enthusiastic category. So once you build that rapport with a customer, they stay with you. What we struggled with previously is new growth and finding new customers. So really, we don't have an issue with the tub. The tub isn't leaky. It's really pouring more customers on top of that.
Great stuff. I like the illustrations and the details here on what to look for. Looking forward to following along with that, Matt. Thanks for being here on a Friday. Appreciate it.
Thanks a lot. Next time I'll bring Harry.
Okay. Which
My
one's
dog.
that? Another dog?
It's another dog, yeah.
Okay. All right. Looking forward to it. Appreciate it, Matt. Thanks a lot. CEO and President
Thanks.
at
Thank
PetMed
you.
Express. Ticker PETS. That's an easy one to remember.